everyone, I'm Tony Schiavone, and welcome to the first edition of AEW Dark. Each week we'll bring you the matches you did not see on TNT. And it was this past Wednesday, we were live from the nation's capital for the debut of AEW Dynamite on TNT. Millions tuned in, witnessed what will go down as one of the biggest nights in professional wrestling. Dynamite became TNT's biggest broadcast premiere in 5 years. From everyone here at AEW, thank you for making October 2nd, 2019, a night we will never forget. Your passion, your excitement, and love of all elite wrestling continues to be an integral part of our success. Thank you very much. All right, we'll take a look at what went down on Wednesday a little bit later on, but how about what was not aired on TNT? AEW had the cameras rolling in DC for some incredible matches that we're going to bring you right here on AEW Dark. Let's begin now with one of the most exciting yet mysterious men who took the American Nightmare Cody to his limits in an incredible 20-minute match at AEW Fyter Fest this past summer. We're talking about, of course, Darby Allin. He'll go one-on-one right now with the veteran from OWE, CIMA.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Seattle, Washington, weighing 173 pounds, Darby Allin.
Great ovation for Darby Allin. Here on AEW, Jim Ross alongside Excalibur and Tony Schiavone here tonight.
Darby has made his name, his presence felt here in AEW already, and now he has a chance to do so in Washington, D.C.
And his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing 187 pounds, CIMA.
Justin Roberts with the ring introduction. Yes, it is CIMA. Tony, CIMA has got an amazing resume.
22 years wrestling, Jim. 22 years. And look how great he looks out of Osaka, Japan. And he's really going to have to change his style, I would think, to go up against Darby Allin, because Darby is such an unpredictable guy in the ring.
Very much so, and I think Darby's greatest asset will be his speed and his agility. We saw him push Cody Rhodes to a 20-minute draw, and CIMA, you know, was watching that matchup again and again and again, and is looking for holes in the game plan of Darby Allin.
The tattoo on the chest of Darby Allin pretty well says his old mantra, his philosophy, that is, nothing's over till you're underground.
Yikes.
Might not make the Mark Card list this year, but nonetheless,
Darby,
here we go.
Oh, Darby was taking it all in, but CIMA came in with those double knees in the corner.
Well, that's the right thing to do. I think you got to take the fight to Darby Allin, because it's very apparent he can take a lot of punishment. He can take a lot of pain. So let's just see how much he can take.
And he's very quick. Got the speed advantage, no doubt. Look at this agility of Darby Allin with strikes on CIMA in rapid-fire fashion.
And there's the agility I was talking about, coming off the top rope, converting back into the arm drag, sending CIMA spilling to the outside.
Low drop kick to the abdomen, taking CIMA off the apron. And Allin.
CIMA with the wild swing at the ankles of Darby, and Darby with the tope suicida.
I think Darby improvises as well as anyone in
Another
AEW.
one. Darby seems to have found his sea legs. He was a little uneasy at first, but right now, 3 consecutive topes, taking the fight directly to CIMA on the outside.
Traditional thinking would say, don't try something 3 times in a row, Tony.
Right.
But this kid is not a traditional thinker.
But Shima got up twice.
The third time keeps him down.
That's right.
Darby returning Shima to the inside. You know, he has to be thinking about the coffin drop as he heads up. He turns his back, looking for Shima, but Shima converts it to a power bomb.
Very well advertised was that maneuver. It's one of the signature maneuvers of Darby Allin. Shima well scouted.
But Darby has yet to hit it on anybody in AEW. And now, oh, Shima just sending Darby into the corner and follows up with a drop kick.
The roll up.
Oh, 2 and the kick out, and immediately pulls him into a submission maneuver, a 3-in-1. He's got the leg captured, he's got the neck captured, and he's stretching out the lower back, Tony.
Got to keep him down. You get Darby to where he can go back and forth in the ring and do those suicide dives, then you're at a disadvantage. This is exactly what Shima needs to do. This is a good strategy.
Yeah, grounding your faster, high-flying opponent, taking the air out of the ball, so to speak, in basketball parlance, shall we say.
Now, this is definitely not Shima's first rodeo. As you mentioned, 22 years of in-ring experience. He has wrestled around the world. He has wrestled on stages almost as big as the inaugural episode of AEW Dynamite here tonight. But Darby, this is his first experience, but not showing any signs of nervousness as he sweeps out the legs of Shima.
Upside down, and the proverbial tree of woe is Shima.
I haven't seen that in quite a while. Look at this. I mean, rapid headbutts until he hurt himself.
And with Shima upside down, Darby just charges in, throwing his entire body weight into Shima as he's strung up a second time and really targeting that knee, that right knee of Shima.
Darby Allin's got an amazing outlook on life philosophy. I think sometimes he realizes that in all likelihood his career could be shorter than most guys because of the fact that he will take every chance in the book, and those coffin dives on the ring apron are insane.
They really are. I just wonder if it comes from that skateboarding background. You know, they do crazy things.
They do.
Now Darby charging in again, though. Shima gets up the knee, but you can see he brought up the right knee. That's his favored knee. But he paid a price for that in an overhand chop right between the shoulder blades of Darby Allin. Shima has him hooked up, swinging DDT, landing him on the top of his head.
And here goes the cover. Far leg hooked. Near fall, a 2 count, says our referee.
Shima really thought he had the win there. And I think it's going to take a lot more than that swingy DDT to keep Darby Allin down.
Yeah, Darby can endure an inhuman amount of punishment. Seemingly inhuman, because he is human after all.
At least we think.
Yeah.
He appears to be.
He appears to be.
Not seen his birth certificate. Overhand shot there by Shima sends Darby down to his knees.
Darby's really has become very popular in AEW. Only 22 years of age. With the sickening thud across the solar plexus.
Oh, and Shima just eating it for breakfast. And returns fire with a shot of his own.
I'll have cereal, thank you.
See, I think that's the difference in the experience. His chop was much more effective on Darby's than Darby's was on his. Darby can do a lot of high-flying great things, but that chop didn't have the effect of Shima's.
Yeah, Darby's not necessarily known as a striker.
That's right.
Oh, just a right hand across the jaw. Rapid-fire shots to the midsection. And throws for the lariat.
Taking the game to a different place as Darby Allin showing resourcefulness. Now going for the cover.
2 count only from referee Rick Knox.
Legs are over the body. Nice positioning by Darby Allin to get the near fall.
Yeah, just too much leg strength, though, Jim, from Shima.
And that's where Darby thrives, when his opponent underestimates him. And Shima gave Darby every chance in the book. Now the coffin drop, but the knees up.
Good grief.
Not sure who got the worst of that.
I think Darby Allin's 0 for life as far as executing successfully the coffin drop. And look at these knees.
Shima follows up with that lung blower. Now got the legs crossed. Perfect driver. 1, 2, no.
Man, that was the nearest of near falls created by Shima on Darby Allin. Allin is now, either Allin's got to have something major happen, a big break he creates, or Shima's got to miss something. Allin's in trouble.
Shima heading up to the top. He could be thinking Meteora to the back of Darby's head. And exactly that lights out Darby Allin.
Here we go.
1,
the cover.
2, no!
It's amazing how much pain and how much
the willingness to accept pain.
To keep coming back from the pain. He's an amazing performer, Darby Allin really is.
It's an amazing company with a lot of hungry guys looking to make a name for themselves.
Oh, Sheba, nobody home. Coming down on that injured knee.
Big break here for
Darby goes over.
Darby Allin.
Yoshitonic! 1, 2, no!
Well, yeah, a lot of us were surprised there, pal. I thought it was over right
Darby
there.
up to the top. Coffin drop!
He hit it. Allin hit the coffin drop. Legs are neutralized. The 3 count goes down, and Darby Allin wins a big one here.
The winner of this
on
match,
AEW.
Darby Allin.
Yeah, there's your winner. He may not look like it. By God, he's the winner.
It's classic Darby Allin, I can tell you that. How about this coffin drop, Excalibur?
He came down with his full body weight across the chest of Shima, and that was it. I said he had never hit it before in AEW. He hits it the first time and immediately able to win over the Japanese legend.
So Darby Allin gets his first singles victory here in AEW tonight.
An incredible victory only will increase Darby's popularity with the AEW faithful around the world.
Darby Allin picks up the victory in an exciting matchup, and after this impressive victory, Allin will now step in the ring against the Cracker Barrel Clash winner, Jimmy Havoc. The two will go one-on-one this Wednesday on TNT Dynamite, live from Boston. The winner of that match now will go on to wrestle AEW World Champion Chris Jericho. That'll be October 16th on TNT, live from Philadelphia. The AEW Tag Team Championship Tournament kicks off this week live on TNT Dynamite. 7 teams will have the chance to become the first ever AEW World Tag Team Champions. Now, 4 of those tag teams were put together in an 8-man tag team match recently that saw the Hybrid 2 and Helico and Jack Evans team up with the Lucha Brothers against a team of Best Friends and Private Party.
The following is an 8-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first at a total combined weight of 760 pounds, the team of the Hybrid 2 and the Lucha Brothers.
Excalibur, we have a unique combination here. These two teams, an 8-man tag, two tag teams. But tell us about what we're seeing right now. We know a lot about our brothers, the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. have made a name for themselves around the world. But the men that they ran into and they know very well from their time in Mexico, the Hybrid 2, Jack Evans and Angelico, feel like they have been criminally overlooked here in All Elite Wrestling.
They may have a point.
And their opponents at a total combined weight of 778 pounds, the team of Private Party and Best Friends.
Quite the entourage here, Excalibur.
We got Orange Cassidy along with Chuck Taylor and Trent, the Best Friends, and then Private Party, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy. And interestingly enough, Jim, these two teams are across the brackets from one another in the AEW World Championship title tournament. These two teams could face each other in the finals.
What I find interesting in these tag teams is that so many of these guys have unlimited potential. They got great upsides, but it seems like many of them in their careers have been overlooked for whatever reason it may be. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong side of the aisle, who knows what.
And it'll be interesting to see as Private Party, the youngest team in the tournament, the least experienced team, if they're able to make the most of this opportunity coming up next Wednesday in Boston.
But they may be the most athletic team as well.
Very much so, yes.
Because they're new, they don't have tendencies that are well, that aren't well disguised.
And they're tough to scout, too. I mean, plenty. Jack Evans and Angelico, the longest reigning AAA World Tag Team Champions. the titles that the Lucha Brothers currently have. Lucha Brothers would like nothing more than add another set of belts around their waist. But there's plenty of footage on Jack and Angelico. There's plenty of footage on the Lucha Bros. There's plenty of footage on the Best Friends. Private Party, not so much.
So here we go. I mentioned this back on the maiden voyage of AEW Dynamite, that referees have a hard time in 6-mans, and they damn sure have a hard time in these 8-mans.
Yeah, referee.
You got one set of eyes and a lot of people to watch.
Referee Bryce Remsford, very experienced at refereeing multi-man matches, but no matter how good you are, you're exactly right, Jim. Only one set. Oh, look at this, Jack.
You're the B team. You're the B team. We're the A
Jack
team.
Evans
We'll show you how it's
saying
done.
that the Lucha Brothers are the B team.
I wouldn't know about that.
Oh, Private Party taking the Hybrid 2 off their feet. Now it's the Lucha Bros and Private Party.
This will be hard to call, folks, because the action is going to be everywhere, and there's going to be a lot of offense.
Little do-si-do there. Oh, Phoenix with the tope suicide to the outside on the Best Friends. Double lariat there. Pentagon once again coming in. Private Party, Mark Quinn gets jumped over the top to the Hybrid 2 on the outside. Pentagon. A sling blade on Isaiah Cassidy.
Isaiah goes down, pops right back up. Oh, you heard that one.
Cracks him, and as does his brother, Ray Phoenix. Oh, stereo thrust kicks to the head, almost caving in the skull of Isaiah Cassidy.
Isaiah down, gets the save there by Chuck Taylor.
Taylor, though, immediately taken out of the ring by Jack Evans.
Why? Why do we always gotta come in and save the day?
And now
Every time, shut up.
order restored as Angelico tags into the ring. Left hands from Angelico. Like Chili Lamone, the left-hand reliever for the New York Yankees, Kalo K. But Isaiah Cassidy, right elbows, gets taken down though.
Nice drop to hold. There's Evans in.
Evans holds him up, and the kick across the face.
Could this be it here?
Now but Trent there to break it up, keep his team alive in this matchup. Pentagon Jr. once again tagging in.
Well, the math's not right for me, Excalibur. The referee's got to get somebody out of there. Wouldn't you think?
Oh, yes he does, and I think Isaiah Cassidy would concur. Double Irish whip into the ropes. Rolls.
Close line reversal.
Steps off the back of Phoenix to kick Pentagon in the face.
Oh. Almost a low blow there.
Cassidy steps over. Hits him with that corkscrew enziguri. Jack Evans there takes Mark Quinn off the apron and immediately just laying in hammer blows. And we saw the Hybrid 2 take on Private Party at the buy-in for All Out in Chicago, Illinois. And the Private Party won that match much to the chagrin of Evans and Angelico.
Double team. Referee said, I guess to hell with it, just to let him run free. Don't agree with that, but nonetheless, it is what it is.
Cassidy goes up and over the top, sends Angelico into Evans.
That Hurricane Rana was foiled. Didn't get all of it, obviously.
But now, Cassidy making the long crawl. Angelico there with that double sledge.
You got to admit, Excalibur, Angelico's got a great haircut.
Definitely does, and as does Orange Cassidy, observing very calmly as his...
I have not figured out Orange Cassidy yet.
He poses a problem for his opponents, but Chuck Taylor seems to have figured out Angelico as he goes up and over the top standing slice spread. And Chuck Taylor clears across the ring, and Angelico, though, gets the boot up, but Trent there with the back elbow.
Beretta, so athletic. Body's very polished. Plus, he wears the world's strongest headband. It never moves.
Evans comes in, breaks up the hug attempt. Oh, the back elbow.
Evans very underrated in the eyes of many, including mine.
Yeah, Jack Evans with a wealth of experience, but he is one of the premier high flyers in professional wrestling. Even, oh, Trent with that slide through German suplex. Now Chuck Taylor, the lariat, takes Evans over the top and sends him to the outside.
We're just not seeing anybody gain any momentum. Nobody's building an advantage. The best friends are kind of hanging out waiting for something to happen.
I'm not sure they know where to direct their attention, but the Lucha Bros intercept as the best friends, I believe, are going to dive to the outside. Now Mark Quinn comes in with the crossbody, takes down the Lucha Bros. And now
tandem offense here.
Drop kicks evaded by Evans and Angelico.
So now we have everybody on the outside. Every
And
single
Orange
person.
Cassidy.
What's he gonna do?
With the hands in the pockets. Cooler than a cucumber, but Angelico decks him.
Wow. Oh man. Little Orange over there is cheering on his role model, I guess.
And the best friends taking the fight to Angelico and Evans.
This is like a ship whose the rudder on this ship has been
Just sheared off.
sheared,
Yeah.
broken, non-existent.
Oh, Banderas sends Chuck Taylor. Oh, Trent went for the diving crossbody. Angelico got the knees up. And now Evans and Angelico going to show off some of their teamwork.
Nice. Nicely done.
Assisted 450. But Private Party coming in the back door.
Well, we got one guy wearing a headband, we got another guy wearing sunglasses.
Evans puts on the brakes, boots up, off of Cassidy, out to the apron. Drop kick, takes Jack Evans off. And now, Mark Quinn spending too much time. Gets the knee lift from Angelico.
Yeah, he wasted too much time there. Give everybody a chance to kind of regroup, for lack of a better term.
Calls it through with the... Oh, look at that, Isaiah Cassidy. And now the Lucha Brothers return to the ring once again. Mark Quinn fighting against the numbers.
Oh,
Phoenix, comes around with that hook kick.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Great accuracy.
Yeah. Lucha Bros are about as good as you can get anywhere.
Chuck Taylor takes down the Lucha Bros as they were going to dive outside of the ring.
A Chuck Taylor all-star move.
Chuck Taylor building up a head of steam. Oh, the best friends! Stereotope Suicida. Best friends in control. And some teamwork there as Chuck Taylor returns Mark Quinn's lost sunglasses.
So if somebody's going to ask you right now, who's legal? I don't have a damn clue.
I sure hope Bryce Remsburg does. And now Orange Cassidy climbing up to the top. Hands in the pockets and dives on the pile. Trent charges in. Pentagon, though, intercepts with a knee. Chuck Taylor intercepts. Soul food half and half combination.
Nice teamwork by the best friends.
And
I thought they were going to hug again.
now they're setting up Pentagon. They're looking for strong zero. The diving stomp. Oh! Phoenix coming over the top, taking down Trent. Chuck Taylor, though, with the boot up. Wild swing and a miss there by Chuck Taylor. And now, Phoenix, rope walk. Oh, into the kick to the side of the head.
Brilliance. Balancing brilliance.
The backstabber. Package pile driver foot stomp combination. Phoenix with the tornado over the top. Pentagon covers 1, 2, 3, and that is it.
The winners of this match, the Hybrid 2 and the Lucha Brothers.
Well, Jack Evans and Angelico picking up their very first victory here in All Elite Wrestling, but thanks in large part to the Lucha Bros.
There's a lot of parity in this tag team tournament. And what I mean to say is the fact that more than one team has a better than average chance of winning the damn thing. A lot of really amazing competition in the tags. And it looks like AEW is making a commitment to trying to make this a
to the tag team division. The AEW World Championship title hunt is going to be a hot one. Let's take a look at some of the action here from this match, and this match was action-packed.
It was a human highlight reel, no doubt about it. A lot of guys showing their stuff, their offense, their counters, their resilience. We saw it all here in this chaotic 8-man tag team matchup.
It's a great preview to the action we will see on Dynamite next Wednesday night. Or this coming Wednesday night, actually. And we see the best friends taking to the skies just as well as anybody else, including Orange Cassidy.
Love the walk in the rope, the balance. Lucha Bros are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the term cat-like reflexes get bandied about, but Ray Phoenix, unreal when it comes to balancing. But
Tag team tournaments on the mind of all these athletes.
The AEW World Tag Team Championship Tournament begins this Wednesday night on TNT as Private Party will go up against the Young Bucks, who have to be considered the heavy favorites. More on that in just a moment. This past Wednesday, fans witnessed an incredible championship match as Rio defeated the Beast Nyla Rose to become the first ever AEW Women's World Champion. Now Rio sits on top of the mountain, but let's talk about some ongoing issues between some of the other competitors in the women's division. Bea Priestley and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Bea's the main reason that Britt was not involved in that AEW Women's World Title match. Their battle continues on as Bea recently teamed up with the debuting Penelope Ford to take on the duo of Dr. Britt Baker and Allie.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, the team of Penelope Ford and Bea Priestley.
A couple of dangerous ladies, I can tell you that. Jim Ross, Excalibur, back with you here on AEW Wrestling, everybody. Tag team matchup on tap, shall we say.
tag team matchup on tap and a lot of unfinished business on tap, as Bea Priestley and Penelope Ford making their way to the ring.
We know that Bea Priestley and Dr. Britt Baker, who's on the other team in this tag team matchup, have no love lost for each other.
Absolutely not.
Big time animosity.
And their opponents, the team of Allie and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
And we saw back at at All Out, when Bea Priestley was making her way down the ramp, Dr. Britt Baker hit one hell of a Thez press on Bea Priestley and laid in some heavy leather. And this will be an interesting preview into the complexion of the women's division.
Because they all have their sights set on Rio. Rio's the first, the first, whatever you want to say. She made the history on our first broadcast.
That's right, she defeated Nyla Rose in Nyla's own hometown. I'm sure that loss still stinging her. But right now, all eyes are on the four women in the ring. We got our first in-ring look at Penelope Ford in that aforementioned Women's Casino Battle Royale at All Out. And Bea Priestley, we got her first chance in the AEW ring back at Fight for the Fallen, where she teamed with Shoko Nakajima and actually came out with a victory, she and Shoko Nakajima, over Britt Baker and Riho. So B. Priestley, though she, oh, look at this.
Cheap shot.
High facing.
Cheap shot.
And getting referee Paul Turner immediately to try to get under the skin.
Arm drag takedown.
The doctor. Allie blocks the boot, hanging neck breaker.
Dr. Becker on commentary with us last week. There's a senton and a hook of the leg. And Priestley quickly getting to the sanctuary of the ropes.
Doing a great job of keeping referee Paul Turner between herself and Allie is B. Priestley.
Paul Turner and Justin Roberts go to the same barber, I've just been informed. That's a fun fact you need to know, kids.
And B. Priestley with the...
Uh-oh.
Oh, now. And immediately tagging out to Penelope Ford. She wants no part of the good doctor. Lariat attempt there by Penelope Ford.
Bull Nelson, snapmare.
Good fundamentals.
Tried and true. The guillotine pin got a near fall.
Pulls through. Cradle, no, only a 2 count.
I've heard a lot of good things about Penelope Ford.
She is a up-and-comer here in the AEW women's division. But Britt Baker very nearly put an end to her evening. Great exchange there. A pinfall attempt. Baker with an elbow strike. Penelope Ford looks unfazed. She reverses, sends Baker in. And B. Priestley there to grab the boot of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Very distracting, no doubt about it. The hair takedown. As the referee has his hands full. Maintain some law and order here. Great crowd on hand. Glad to see everybody supporting our organization.
And Penelope Ford with that back elbow.
Ooh, great mood action. Handspring elbow.
Added a little backflip for extra oomph. Bringing.
I would say that, in all due respect, quite frankly, that Penelope Ford is oomph-worthy.
Waist lock into Northern Lights.
Northern Lights suplex.
Only a 2 count though.
We talked to Britt Baker about her journey to get in the title picture again, that she was eliminated from essentially for at least the time being by B. Priestley's offense.
Yeah.
But she's, we talked about the fact it took her 6 years to become a dentist. That's a long, hard journey. And it's not for everybody, obviously. But she made that journey and became a dentist.
She's got tenacity in spades.
That's the point. Good point. Exactly.
Now Allie running in with that back elbow on Penelope Ford. Britt Baker with the rising knee strike. Sends Penelope down to the canvas, and Allie comes across with a running forearm.
The expression changed drastically on Allie's face. There's a cover. The far leg was hooked. Maybe not quite tight enough. We'll never know that, but it was a near fall nonetheless. So every female here looking to become the champion.
Very much so.
Every man here should look to become the guy that's going to beat Jericho. Cody thinks it's going to be him in Baltimore.
Yeah, we'll find out the answer to that question on November 9th at Full Gear on pay-per-view. As Allie continues to punish Penelope Ford, but she's taken her eye off of Ford, but B. Priestley there, lying in wait! Like a snake in the grass with that running boot.
B. Priestley is big and powerful, very well conditioned, but she's got a lot of strength for her gender, and I say that respectfully.
Yeah, despite her short career, B. Priestley has had a laundry list of accomplishments in professional wrestling, and undoubtedly she would like to add AEW Women's World Champion to that list.
I know one thing, in the UK, our great partner ITV, those fans who watch that amazing network or that station are very well aware of B. Priestley and her exploits in her home country.
And that's right, and also Priestley making a name for herself in Japan as well. Japanese fans joining us on Fight TV. I'd like to thank you for that. Is now Priestley manipulating the arm of Allie. And a stomp on the elbow. Trying to hyperextend that left arm.
Priestley currently lives in Japan. Still undergoing more training, trying to get up her game, get better.
That's right, she has to roll with the Stardom promotion in Japan, as well here in the United States with All Elite Wrestling.
First time I saw her in the UK, I thought she was one of the more naturally physical athletes I'd ever seen.
Very much so, and she has a nasty side to her, which is on display, I would say probably about 95% of the time. Oh, Allie fighting against the odds now, making the crawl. Oh, Priestley though.
Oh, come on.
Priestley pulling Britt Baker off the apron while Allie was looking for the tag.
Priestley more experienced beyond her years. Nobody there.
Ford went for that back elbow once again. The boot caught and swept out there.
Allie having a good match here.
Allie went for that Huracan Rana, but I think
she got
Penelope Ford was able to counter it into almost like a power bomb.
Exactly, got the worst of it. I saw Allie's head bouncing off the canvas. If that were the case, referee might want to check on that situation. Nothing more important than the safety of the athletes.
Standing 10 count here. Paul Turner. Allie showing some signs of life.
You gotta get back in a position to compete and defend yourself. 8 here. So
and now Allie to her feet and makes the tag.
Tags will stop the count.
Oh!
Now we know who's legal. The doctor is in, making calls. She can loosen your teeth and fix them in the same day.
Just repeated elbow strikes there from Britt Baker. Priestley, though, follows up with an elbow of her own. Oh!
Dr. Baker follows Priestley in.
Yeah, these two women exchanging shots.
Good instincts.
Wild swing and the miss by the lariat sling blade there from Britt Baker. And Baker now with the cradle rolling up Priestley. She's got the leg hooked. Oh!
Neck breaker.
Fisherman style neck breaker. 1, 2. No! B. Priestley kicks out.
Priestley strong, powerful, able to kick out of what would have been almost a sheer pin on a lot of other ladies.
And Britt Baker cannot allow her animosity toward B. Priestley to get the better of her. She needs to stay focused. She needs to come away from this match with a victory if she wants to get back into the title picture. Waist lock. And now back elbows repeated. Oh!
Back suplex. Old school suplex.
Look at the leg.
The cover is good.
Oh.
But the doctor, Britt Baker, showing her passion to kick out. The will to win, and we could see that determination in Dr. Baker's eyes as again when she did commentary with us last week.
Irish whip into the ropes. Blind tag there by Allie.
Allie's got it's legal.
Oh! Kick to the midsection there. Baker with the butterfly. Suplex at the release. Allie rolls her up. 1, 2. No! Penelope Ford there in time to break it up.
Ford in illegally. Oh. Nice.
Dodges the clothesline attempt.
Nice. That was nice offense there, Excalibur by Penelope Ford.
And now, oh!
They say nothing runs like a Ford.
Just driving Penelope Ford. Oh, high right roundhouse kick there by B. Priestley. Allie with the boot to the midsection. Allie has B up on the shoulders. Running Death Valley driver. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No, B. Priestley kicks out.
Yeah, Priestley's just an extraordinarily strong woman, and Allie very surprised, almost shocked that the pin didn't go down there.
Allie bringing Priestley up to her feet. B. Priestley grabbing the hair into the jawbreaker.
It's easy to see as time moves on, Excalibur, that the women's division of AEW is going to become extremely, extremely competitive.
Running neckbreaker there. And Jim, you're exactly right.
A lot of talent in this division.
Penelope Ford charging in. Dr. Britt Baker goes under. DDT by the DMD.
And there's a good cover.
Oh, Priestley there to make it in time. Allie.
10 minutes gone by, 10 remain.
Caught it. Oh, spear from Allie.
Thunderous spear.
And now the leg hooked into a neck breaker there. Dr. Britt Baker pulls her out. And it's just wrenching back.
The wrench. Painful submission here.
You can see Penelope Ford trying to...
Oh, the doctor.
And that is it! Verbal submission there by Penelope Ford allows Britt Baker to come away with the victory.
As a result of a submission, the
almost
team
like
of
a man of
Ali
a claw there.
and Dr. Britt Baker,
Reminded me of a man of a claw.
D.
Well, I tell you, I like all four of these ladies upside. They're all going to get better, folks. Competition in the women's division in AEW is going to be extremely fun to follow. And we know that you'll be on that journey with us.
The Doctor picks up the victory here on AEW Dark for her team, but her issues with Bea Priestley are far from over. Now, before we get into our main event on AEW Dark, let's go back and take a look at what went down last Wednesday night on TNT. The night started with the American Nightmare Cody beating Sammy Guevara in an excellent back-and-forth matchup. After Cody was victorious, he was viciously attacked by AEW World Champion Chris Jericho.
Jericho making a major statement here. He is the champion.
I am Chris Jericho. And I am le champion of AEW.
Another match that had the wrestling world buzzing had to have been Hangman Adam Page against Pac. The incredible match didn't end without controversy as veteran referee Earl Hebner missed a low blow by Pac, leading to his victory. The main event saw the team of the Elite take on AEW World Champion Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz. The match barely got underway when Jon Moxley entered the ring.
Oh, there's something right. Jon Moxley here to assault Kenny Omega.
Over in the VIP area.
Get this under control. Get some help back here. Get some help.
Now it's 3-on-1, guys.
That's a fact.
Oh, there's Cody. Cody's seen enough.
Laid in right hands to the man who'll challenge on November 9th.
Cody hammering away at the AEW champion, Sammy Guevara. Dustin Rhodes is here. Cody's brother Dustin came to fight. Wait a minute. For the love of God, is that? It's Jake Hager. The undefeated MMA Jake Hager from Bellator. And somebody said, holy shit, I get it.
Jericho, Santana, Ortiz, Guevara, and now Jake Hager. What's this alliance? Hopefully we'll have more answers Wednesday night on TNT. Hey, it's Tony Schiavone, and we are in the AEW Control Center. The AEW Tag Team Tournament kicks off in Boston at the sold-out Agganis Arena as Private Party will face their toughest challenge yet, the Young Bucks, in first-round action. How are the Bucks feeling after their attack Wednesday night? Now let's take a look at the brackets for the tournament that begins this Wednesday. 7 teams make up the tournament. It's single elimination. The winner being crowned October 30th live on TNT from Charleston, West Virginia. The winner of Wednesday's first match will face the winner of the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix, and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus in the other semifinal. On the other side of the bracket, SCU, Christopher Daniel and Frankie Kazarian will collide with best friends Chucky T and Beretta. And that winner goes on to face Dark Order in the semifinals. Now, those semifinals will be held in Pittsburgh live on TNT October 23rd with the championship match the following week. Which team do you think will win? We asked that question on Twitter, and we've had many responses. Alex Rodriguez says, Lucha Brothers or we riot. Thanks, Alex. Casey Jones says, all hail the Dark Order. Tiffany says, love a lot of these tag teams, but I really like to see Private Party win the tournament. Also, those title belts are gorgeous. Thanks, Tiffany. And Ryan says, Young Bucks or Lucha Brothers. Thank you for everyone. Let us know who your favorite is on Twitter at AE Wrestling. Also for this Wednesday in Boston, AEW self-proclaimed chairman Shawn Spears with the legendary Tully Blanchard in his corner will step in the ring with the returning Jon Moxley. After what Moxley did to Kenny Omega, the chairman has to be ready for anything and everything. Now when it comes to Omega, we're still awaiting an update on his condition. The main event for Boston is set as Hangman Adam Page and Dustin Rhodes will have their hands full against Sammy Guevara and the AEW World Champion Chris Jericho. We have to believe that Ortiz and Santana and Jake Hager will not be too far behind. This and more as AEW Dynamite returns to TNT this Wednesday night, live from Boston.
On Saturday, November 9th, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega the Myth seems to think I'm some kind of joke. Are you ready to sacrifice it all?
Cody versus Chris Jericho.
The man continues to reinvent himself.
There is nothing that Chris Jericho has that scares me.
For the AEW World Championship.
And Le Champion is gonna celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly.
All Elite Wrestling presents Full Gear. Live Saturday, November 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Only on pay-per-view.
And now for our final match on All Elite Wrestling Dark. Two of the teams in the upcoming tournament. As one of the most popular teams in all of AEW, Jurassic Express faces SoCal Uncensored SCU.
This is a six-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, the team of Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus, the Jurassic Express.
That's a trail to draw to, let me tell you, Excalibur.
You're exactly
All
right.
shapes and sizes.
And this will be a rematch from All Out. The Jurassic Express looking for some revenge on SCU. SCU was able to pick up the victory, defeating Marco Stunt, picking up the pinfall on Marco Stunt, the smallest man, the smallest member of the Jurassic Express.
Southern California, at a total combined weight of 640 pounds, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky, SCU.
Very experienced six-man tag team, and SCU, that'll give them an advantage, no doubt, but as Excalibur mentioned, these guys, SCU, they got to win over the Jurassic Express.
Yeah, SCU undefeated in trios competition here in AEW. Be interesting to see if they can keep up that momentum, or if the Jurassic Express is game planned a little bit. They've looked for their weak points in their game, and now want to pull one over on the crafty vets.
SCU! SCU!
Man, Luchasaurus is a monster. His definition, his size, his symmetry. Look at the big guy. Of course, there's one of our favorites, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, ladies and gentlemen. I love the Jungle Boy. Good look at the kid. Single ladies, by the way.
And Luchasaurus made an impression on SCU in that six-man tag team match. They had it all out with the soles of his boots. That was 65 million years of frustration coming all out at All Out.
Oh, it's interesting.
Marco's
going to kick it off here.
All 117 pounds of Marco's stunt.
Maybe better suited for horse racing than wrestling, but everybody's got to get to live their dream.
But you know what, JR? He wouldn't be here unless he deserved to be.
I agree.
Marco's stunt is, I mean,
it shows us all anything can happen if your heart's in the right place and you're where you think you want to be. This kid's got great courage. But look at this.
Daniels just lays in the shoulder, takes stunt off of his feet.
Hey, I didn't think that Rio was going to beat Nyla Rose either.
No, definitely not. I mean, the size advantage was so great.
I'd have lost money on that one, but don't count anybody out in this environment.
Irish whip it to the rope, stunt tucks under. The lariat attempt comes through into a pin. 1, 2.
Nicely done, almost silky smooth.
Stunt goes over through the Cabradora and then into the arm drag. And then stomping on the back, Mr. Bentley. And
the veteran Christopher Daniels I don't think appreciates Marco's sense of humor.
Oh, definitely not. Daniels felt embarrassed when he attempted to floss, back it all out, and now, oh, look at this, he's improved his flossing game.
All right, you want to floss, huh? You want to floss? You want to floss with me? All right, pal. Jungle Boy Jack Perry's in, folks. So business is picking up.
Kazarian immediately grabs the leg, goes for the pinning predicament. Jungle Boy, though, goes for a trip.
Nice
Kazarian, though, with the advantage there, continuing to put Jungle Boy into pinning predicaments, but Jungle Boy turns the tables, hooks the leg, crucifix there by Kazarian.
Jungle Boy sometimes like wrestling a slinky.
Very much so.
He bends in a million directions.
And now the crucifix converted into the pin attempt.
Oh,
Kazarian almost beheaded Jungle Boy.
Swing and a miss there, another near fall created by Jungle Boy.
Beautiful scoop and slam. Kazarian changing the pace of this match. He knows he can't go.
This is a cover.
1, 2. He can't match speed with Jungle Boy. So Kazarian doing the wise thing, the veteran thing, and slowing it down.
Slow her down, baby. Slow her down to your pace. And make Jungle Boy uncomfortable. And that's why using your size and strength. There's a cover, near fall. So Scorpio Sky, I think, has unlimited potential.
Yeah, Sky, one of the most underrated products of the Southern California wrestling system. He's somebody that he's been looked past, and I think people thought he was done, didn't have much to offer. And now Luchasaurus.
They're the big man. The big man, 6'7", he may be taller than that, but boy, this guy is ripped, he's cut up, he's strong, great shape.
Whoa.
But he's got to keep his hand up.
Yeah, Daniels fires back. Luchasaurus.
Flexibility.
The tail whip, that hook kick takes Daniels down.
You get a guy that's got to be closer to 300 than not, and that big, to have that flexibility is scary. When he gets it all together, when his game comes totally together, Excalibur, the big man is going to be a force, no doubt, to be reckoned with for years to come.
Very much so. Now, beautiful suplex there by Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy hooks the leg, only a 1 count there. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus have history. They actually began training wrestling together. And now Marco's stunt tags in. Oh, look at that. Ripcord out, 1.
Near fall.
Jungle Boy ripcording Marco's stunt out and hitting a leg drop as well. Stunt with the double boots to the face of Daniels. Now charging in. Another drop kick.
Tag made, timely.
Jungle Boy springing in, showing off his agility. And, oh, the kick into the backstabber. And stunt goes over the top with a senton.
Man, that's a trio of offense. Legs are over the shoulders. A near fall. Referee in great position there to make that call. So the shoulders down, not half-assing it. She's got a great look at the shoulders, which is what you got to have.
It's been really interesting to watch the evolution, no pun intended, of Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt as they function together as a unit.
I agree wholeheartedly. And their popularity is growing as well. You see more shirts, more merchandise supporting these guys. It's a good thing.
If you'd like to get your own Jurassic Express shirt, shop AEW.com. Tilt-a-whirl into the sit-out slam there by Daniels. Buying himself a moment to breathe, buying himself some time to collect his thoughts and perhaps to make the tag. Daniels up, makes the tag out to Scorpio Sky. Marco Stunt gets taken down with the lariat. Scorpio Sky so powerful.
Sometimes it's very obvious that Scorpio Sky at times is the most skilled wrestler in a match, the most athletic wrestler in a match. Talking about Scorpio Sky.
Wild swing and a miss there. Telegraphed it. Jungle Boy went for the duck and a beautiful drop kick. Ice water running through those veins.
That's an outstanding athlete right there, folks. And now we'll find out what Scorpio Sky's made of.
Another outstanding athlete.
Yeah, with Luchasaurus.
Now, chokeslam attempts at Sky. Dodges behind.
Trying to knot up those quads. Slow down.
Blind tag out. Kazarian in, goes over the top into the DDT with the assist from Sky.
What a DDT. There's a cover. Fall in the DDT, got a near fall.
And that's where SCU is so dangerous, because while Marco Stunt, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy still trying to work out the kinks, SCU functions like a well-oiled machine.
Kazarian has been wrestling as long as Jungle Boy has been alive. 22 years.
Right there by Luchasaurus.
I love this athleticism of this big man.
Sky hooked up, brought into the ring there by Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus blocking the lariat attempt. Oh, wow!
Educated feet. They may be valedictorians.
Luchasaurus pops up. Scorpio Sky high and sends him down. Now Luchasaurus has Kazarian.
Load him up. Is Luchasaurus.
And Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy stereo toe base to the outside. Chokeslam center of the ring. Standing moonsault press.
From the Giant.
2. No, Kazarian able to kick out.
Handed to Kazarian. Didn't think he was going to kick out on that one, quite frankly.
Now Marco Stunt tagged in the legal man.
That changes the pace from a Giant to Marco.
The literal opposite of a Giant. Marco Stunt coming around with the Tiger feint kick to the face. Tierras there and drives Kazarian head first into the canvas.
Face first.
Marco Stunt coming off. Running shooting star press. 1, 2. No. The weight disparity too much.
Yeah. Not enough weight for Marco to hold down that pin.
Oh, Sky baiting in Luchasaurus. Low bridge to the outside. Jungle Boy now fighting off Kazarian and Sky. Jungle Boy hits the ropes. Leapfrog. Oh, man.
Snap Jungle Boy's head back.
Combination. And SCU just destroying Jungle Boy there. Marco Stunt takes down Scorpio Sky.
Marco got to keep that pace or he's going to be in big trouble, like right now.
Oh. The BME could spell the end of the evening, and Luchasaurus yanking out Christopher Daniels. Marco Stunt hitting knee strikes from the upside down position. And rolls up Kazarian. 1, 2, no!
Tied up. Nice cover. Good counter there for those knee strikes.
Oh.
Wow.
Daniels leaping off the apron to take out Luchasaurus on the outside. Step up work on Rana.
Blocked.
Nope.
Blocked.
Kazarian puts on the brakes.
Not enough body weight. Backstep. Cover.
And that is it. Academic from there. SCU.
The winners of this match.
The Pounds caught up with Marco Stunt. The Pounds caught up to him. Excalibur.
The pounds and the years of experience that SCU possess.
Any combination of SCU can win the tag team tournament.
All right, there you have it. The first edition of AEW Dark is in the books. Don't forget to tune in each and every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. AEW Dynamite airs live only on TNT. And I'm Tony Schiavone. We'll see you next week.